Welcome everyone to Token Topics. I hope you're doing great. XDC is the topic. We're going to dive into the latest news and developments in the world of XDC. We're going to hear words from Quincy Jones. Also, news and information about SBI's partnership with the XDC network and information on different projects going on with the Bank of International Settlements. And we're going to see how the landscape is changing and evolving. If you're an XDC fan, you don't want to miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. If you do find it informative, I'm not paid for or sponsored by XDC. Let's go ahead and dive in. Keep your crypto safe with a DCENT biometric hardware wallet. With talks about cyber attacks or exchanges going down, it's imperative to keep your assets safe. And just know with DCENT, your private keys are your private keys and only you have access to them. In the description below, I'm going to put affiliate links where you can receive $30 off the retail price. There's also a 2-wallet package deal that's a great value. There's no need to wait. Order your wallet and keep your crypto safe now. Look at this growing event that's around the corner. This is very exciting. And XDC is mentioned twice on that chart. Yeah, XDC and then the XDC network. And then look at the big names. You got Lloyd's Bank. You got Bank of America. You got ICC United Kingdom, Wells Fargo, IDFA. Wow, some big names on here. So they posted that it's now 2 weeks and counting until TradeFinex Investor Day. All our speakers have been announced. All of our sponsors have been confirmed, as you can see on that chart. And now more than 100 attendees have signed up. This is awesome. This is where a lot of magic happens, and this is great exposure for the XDC network. And I wanted to just show you how big of a deal this really is. This is also from the TFD initiative. It's party time, they stated. And Professor Sarah Green, one of the high-profile speakers at TradeFinex Investor Day, has been giving us a preview of her talks. And Sarah, who works at the Law Commission of England and Wales, has been heavily involved in the creation of the Electronic Trade Act. I'm sure a lot of you who are watching know about that. The new law that means that paper documentation will no longer be needed for international transactions. So let's go ahead and hear what she has to say.
Something that as an academic I was writing about for years, so I was delighted when I got to work on bringing it into reality at the Law Commission. And even then it was the best part of 2 years in the making. It's only 6 substantive provisions long, which of course is incredibly short, but that belies the work and thinking that went into it. And the parliamentary process is something of a mission, as of course it has to be, because this is going to be an act of parliament that affects commercial law, hopefully, for the next 100 years or so. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, at the moment, it's party time in the trade community because we've been waiting for this change for such a long time. And there were times when we didn't think it was going to happen for various reasons, but here we are. So I'm absolutely delighted.
Look how awesome this is, everybody. SBI Holdings and TradeFinex have joined forces. Check this out. With its operating head office in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and communities, and offices in various countries such as the United States, Singapore, and India, XDC Network is a layer 1 blockchain that is expected to be used in economic activities around the world, such as trade finance, supply chain management, and cross-border payments. Awesome. Look at that. Continues that since its inception, XDC Network has focused on improving the efficiency of trade finance and has worked closely with the World Trade Organization and the International Chamber of Commerce, ICC, and many other government agencies, as well as providing innovative solutions, improving transparency and traceability in trade finance, reducing costs, increasing transaction speed, reducing credit risk, and reducing use of paper documents. This is awesome. All right. This is tweeted out from Andrea Frozanini. If you're an XDC fan and you're on Twitter, you really should follow him. And I'm sure that you know who Quincy Jones is. Let's go ahead and check out this video. He tweeted out, "The Road to Smart Markets DLT for Businesses is now live on YouTube." Let's check out a clip.
Cross-chain value exchange, and then we'll get into NFTs and to all of that. And actually I have a whole explanation for that too. But just to sum up cross-chain value exchange, People talk about blockchain and adopting blockchain, and then they talk about which one. And then there's sort of this idea of like, what does it mean for there to be, I think there's 26,000 blockchains. What does it mean to be able to choose one chain over the other? All of them have a bunch of different technical specs. All of them have a bunch of teams behind them. All of them have a bunch of holders behind them. Why use any specific blockchain? We start getting into cross-chain value exchange. So for the majority of blockchains that are going to persist out there, a means of interoperability between each other is almost required for them to be for any blockchain to reach its maximum saturation in that regard. And what I mean by that is each blockchain is going to have a specific type of activity that it can facilitate, and people will go to those blockchains to facilitate that activity. But being able to have access to other blockchains from that chain, whether it's through bridges or other technology, you can maximize the total amount of users for a particular type of application that facilitates some sort of activity, or you can extend liquidity between chains, allowing there to have access to value or access to capital you otherwise wouldn't have. And having easy access across chain to services and assets that can be moved between chains can only benefit essentially every chain involved. The biggest thing is each chain individually will facilitate a very specific type of activity. Usually the example I like to give is with XDC, we talk about global trade finance. And what does that mean? And this could be automated derivative contracts, this could be commodities, this could be whatever, some level of trade finance activity. And let's say you may have Forex activity, like foreign exchange on XRP, and people are exchanging foreign exchange currencies on XRP. Well, if I wanted to tap into sort of Forex liquidity, being able to have access to XRP for that level of activity would be great. And if somebody on XRP wants to have access to derivatives, they're having access to the XDC network via XRP would also allow them access to service and access to liquidity they otherwise wouldn't have. Just expands the total amount of engagement between all parties, between all chains.
Excellent video. If you want to watch more, it's in the description. Great things unfolding for the XDC network in Dubai. So today in Dubai, this is tweeted out from Solidity Scan. Today in Dubai, we locked down the future of blockchain security at our Fortifying XDC implementing a robust security layer event. Witnessing, or you can witness right there, the co-founder of Solidity Scan as he leads the charge in fortifying the blockchain, especially within the XDC network. How about that? The XDC network. All right, now we know how important interoperability is. You heard it right from Quincy Jones, that these networks, that when they're up and running and they're interoperable with each other, they actually benefit each other. The entire ecosystem benefits from it. Now I want to show you how big of a project Atlas is. The reason why I'm showing you this, and this is great news, is if you're holding any of the major assets talked about on this channel, it shows the direction the world is headed. And if everybody is transacting and using these different networks, these different blockchains, that's great and beneficial to all of them, to this whole ecosystem. Interoperability is stressed a lot, and for good reason. These are going to be interlinking into different networks. Again, so the reason why this is so bullish is because it's showing a direction that the world is headed. So here we have Project Atlas. How large are Bitcoin remittances? And what are the key cross-border DeFi use cases? I want to stop right there. You know, you can actually send Bitcoin XDC network. You can do that through Impel. So as far as, cross-border remittances, if they're talking about Bitcoin, what do you think this is bullish for? So how large are Bitcoin remittances and what are the key cross-border DeFi use cases? Project Atlas fuses on and off-chain data to examine economic relevance of crypto and DeFi markets and their financial stability implications. The aim is to enhance transparency and provide information on market capitalizations, economic activity, and international flows. Let's dive more into Project Atlas. So crypto assets and DeFi applications are part of an emerging financial ecosystem, so it's being recognized. That spans the globe. While introducing new technologies, these markets often lack transparency and potentially present risks of financial stability. The collapse of some stablecoins and DeFi platforms has highlighted difficulty in making such risk assessments today. Although blockchain transactions are theoretically transparent, reliable information on macro financial implications is hard to find. Project Atlas provides data tailored to the needs of central banks and financial regulators. It fuses data together from crypto exchanges, off-chain data, with the data from public blockchains, on-chain data gathered from nodes by connecting various sources. Atlas allows for data vetting, giving users tools to evaluate these market economic significance more accurately. As part of the first proof of concept, Project Atlas derives crypto asset flows across geographical locations. The approach uses transactions attributed to crypto exchanges in the Bitcoin network, along with locations of those exchanges as proxy for cross-border capital flows. More from the Bank of International Settlement. So Project Mariana. Project Mariana bridges for the seamless transfer of wholesale CBDC between different networks. The Bank of International Settlements, or BIS, and the central banks of France, Singapore, and Switzerland have successfully concluded Project Mariana. Let's go ahead and dive into it and learn some more. Here's the summary on Project Mariana. So foreign exchange is the FX market. It is the largest financial market in the world, trading about $7.5 trillion a day. It operates 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. Project Mariana looks to the future and envisions a world in which the central banks have issued central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, and explores how foreign exchange FX trading and settlement might look. Mariana borrows ideas and concepts from decentralized finance and studies whether so-called automated market makers, or AMMs, can simplify FX trading and settlement with a view to enhancing market efficiency and reducing settlement risk. Project Mariana is a proof of concept for global interbank marketing for spot FX featuring both AMM and wholesale CBDCs, and POC with wholesale CBDCs circulate on domestic platforms and so-called bridges, allow them to be moved onto transactional network that hosts AMM. Project Mariana extends previous experimentation on cross-border settlement using wholesale CBDC arrangements and distributed ledger technology. It successfully demonstrates a technical, feasible, and proposed architecture, and adds novel insights on the potential of tokenization in 3 dimensions. First, wholesale CBDCs are implemented as smart contracts, enabling central banks to manage their wholesale CBDC without the need to directly operate or control the underlying platform. Their design followed best practices from the public blockchain space, building on a widely used standard, i.e. ERC20, as well as enabling upgradability. I just want to stop right there for a second. Who's been sponsoring all these Ethereum developer events all over the world? The XDC network. Bridges. Bridges may serve as a mechanism to enable broader interoperability in an emerging tokenized ecosystem. As implemented in a POC, they may enable the seamless and safe transfer of wholesale CBDC between domestic platforms and transnational networks without manual intervention. The bridge design feature controls and safeguards and ensures resilience through on-chain bridge smart contracts and off-chain communication between bridge smart contracts infrastructure managed by central banks. The third, AMM, as tested and calibrated in Mariana, fulfilled requirements based on selected FX global code. It delivers the contours of a possible future tokenized FX market that has a number of potential benefits, and these include supporting simple and automated execution of FX transactions, providing options to broaden the range of currencies, eliminating settlement risk, and enabling transparency. However, the use of AMMs required a pre-funding of liquidity, and their adoption would therefore entail a significant departure from the ex-post funding, deferred net settlement, and the use of today's FX market. So, all right, everybody, that's all I have for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe so you can stay up to date. Take care.